welcome to the August LODE monthly update series. This is an initiative created to reach another level of transparency for the LODE contributors at large and give them the information, progress, and challenges the different areas of the LODE development team have faced in the last 30 days. During these series, we will bring on 2 or 3 experts from the different areas of the project to give us a little insight into the ongoing initiatives in the development of LODE. So for this episode, we have with us Dan Wasiluk. He is the CEO for Blockchain Foundry, and he will give us an overview of the release of version 1.3 of the AGXPay mobile wallet. And then we have Nick Pruton, a LODE ambassador, who will talk to us about the refined affiliate program and how it will be an added benefit for the LODE community, not just for the contributors. And of course, we have Martin Lam. He's a compliance ambassador who will share his insight of what's coming soon in the LODE development. Okay, so let's get this conversation started. We'll start with Dan. You and your team at Blockchain Foundry are the developers of the AGXPay wallet app. And big things have happened this month. You released the version 1.3 of the wallet. So maybe you can tell us why the wallet update was like such a big milestone for your team, and also the challenges that you faced with the release of the 1.3.1 version of the wallet.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, it almost seems like every month we have some new exciting wallet news to report, which I'm always excited to bring to the LODE community. With 1.3, the focus was really getting out a new gold-backed token called the AUX token. That token exists on the Syscoin blockchain. It's a little bit different than AGX in that there's no Hyperledger-based version of it. It's only a Syscoin-based asset for now. It may exist on other blockchains in the future, may exist on Hyperledger in the future. We just kind of have to see where the roadmap takes us. But really enabling the enabling of AUX, but that also making it so that you could purchase AUX with your debit or credit cards directly from the wallet. Those were some of the major accomplishments that we delivered in 1.3.
So now we'll move on to Nick. You and your team have been working really diligently with the design of the affiliate program. You know, we've explained this in other webinars, but could you maybe give us an introduction to the affiliate program?
Yeah, absolutely. It's my pleasure. And it's been a really collaborative effort to bring the affiliate program to what I think is now maybe the 3rd iteration of its life cycle. You know, one of the big changes about this program from its initial version is now we're rewarding people in AGX. And this is a huge step because people are getting an asset that is much more liquid and is actually backed by the silver, right? So that commodity money that LODE is really all about is now at people's fingertips, and the reward for bringing new enthusiastic contributors to the table and to the project. The way this particular version of the affiliate program works is that for bringing people in under your affiliate URL, everybody gets a unique one in their dashboard just for signing up. You don't need to buy LODE. You don't need to make a huge commitment financially. Just for registering an account, you can gain access to your affiliate dashboard and the affiliate link. And with that affiliate link, when somebody clicks it and signs up under it, you're going to be rewarded with 4% of the margin, so 4% of the profit that we're making on every transaction they make in our system. So whether that's using the mobile wallet or using the desktop members portal, you can have the confidence that all the affiliates underneath you you're going to be rewarded for that, which is a pretty incredible reward. And we've already seen a huge uptick in in participation in this program going into the hundreds. So that's pretty exciting to see that there's been positive reception for that. In addition to that, there is a bonus that you can get for having an expanded network. And when I expanded network, I mean the friends and the friends of friends that come in under you. Now that is a considerably smaller reward, but you know, there is a thing known as the network effect, right? And we want to make sure that people are rewarded fairly for you know, helping bring a global audience to the future. And so in a nutshell, that's how the project works right now. It is just on AGX purchases at the moment, but very rapidly as well, the team in the next iteration is building in AUX into this affiliate program as well, because we definitely want to make sure that people are being rewarded for silver purchases as well as gold purchases. Back to you, Dana.
We know there are big plans in the works for Q4. So
Yeah.
what are you looking forward to for this last quarter of 2020? Besides the virus being eliminated, what's
We're ready to go. We think that virus is. We don't see a second wave coming. We're very positive. Europe, our structure, jurisdictional, is being put to bed and is finalized, and it will be known to the community. We'll talk about that structure, and it's not structure for structure's sake. It's very important to keep us compliant and legal with our systems. And we are looking to put the final piece of monetization is the platform. The payments platform is built to serve the underbanked, and that's 3.1, 3.2 billion people, and we need something very robust and solid. So we are putting together and have developed a company in the United States, in Delaware, and that will be operating in a US environment with US payment gateways. And so we can utilize direct to Visa and MasterCard. And that company is being given the mandate by the LODE project to develop that payment system. We are registering with the SEC and a Regulation A fundraising and a Regulation D fundraising. But more exciting than that is we have a similar broker dealer in Germany, which is also holds a bank license under the BaFin in Germany, and that is going to help us develop our platforms into Europe as well, because obviously we're going to be under the regulatory umbrella of a bank with a tied agent agreement, which is basically a partnership.
Thank you, Martin. Well, that is a lot to look forward to for the end of this year. And now we'll move on to Nick. How about you? Any big announcements?
Well, there are plenty of big announcements, and they largely revolve around the tech that Dan Wassick's team, as well as the Atomic 47 team and the Interfix team, are building. Right. So I don't want to spoil that too much, but my biggest enthusiasm is largely thanks to Martin's team and the huge level of compliance work that they've done that's going to allow us to engage and market in a much more aggressive fashion than we have in the past. We are talking to some very major influencers, some very big institutions that are going to bring the LODE platform really to the masses in a way that the project hasn't seen before. So for me to be a part of that and to be a part of the messaging and the experience and the product designing of what we bring to market is really what I'm most enthusiastic about.
Great, thank you, Nick. And then Dan, what about you? Any big news you would like to share with us?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell him, Nick, all right, here goes.
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always exciting news going on here, sort of behind the scenes at LODE. What I can share is a carefully measured, amount of content on a very specific schedule. I'm excited for a bunch of the additional steps, I'll say, we're taking in the tech area, specifically ways in which we're enhancing the mobile wallet offering and bringing a lot of what the mobile wallet has to offer to new platforms, let's say. And so, I'm very excited about that, and also just generally excited about how the project has really matured over the last 6 months. Really have seen the teams come together and align behind specific objectives and really push those objectives forward harder and faster. And so excited to see, what that means for the next 6 months. And I know that in general, we're trying to get more aligned around releases as a whole. We sort of do releases on the mobile wallet side with 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. I think that other teams around the company are trying to sort of get behind a similar sort of methodology so that we can have, bundles of stuff to talk about more often with the community. And so I'm excited to see a lot of that really come to fruition here over the next few months.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, guys, for joining us and giving us some insight as to your efforts within the project. And do you have any closing words for our audiences?
I mean, I can't help but say this almost every time I'm on a call, but it blows me away the continued faith and support that the LODE community has put into us. Been with the project 2.5 years now, and really, I can't say this enough, but you guys are the backbone that is making this happen, that is building the future of money. So big thank you out to the community, and strap it in. It's going to be a wild Q4.
Yeah, I'd concur with Nick's words there. It's going to be a lot of pent-up energy over the last 4 to 6 months, where we were developing in the background, Dan's team working away, marketing working away. We had some difficulty when we're out facing with regulators because they just weren't there in offices, and Europe was shut down, and the US was in a similar situation. And so we've got a lot of pent-up momentum, and because of the COVID crisis, the metals have come to the forefront, and the digitization of currencies and stores of value to send and spend have become more prominent, and we're getting noticed. Our broker-dealer bank in Germany is very excited about the project that we have and really wants to get involved, and that negotiation has moved. I've never seen it move so fast. It's been 2 weeks and it's complete. And so it's just because they have been in the freezer over the last 6 months, like everybody else, and everybody wants to get back to business. So I think it's going to be a tremendous Q4. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Martin. Dan, any last comments you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, what can I add to all of that? I think that, for me, it's echoing a lot of what Nick and Martin have said. What I think we've seen through this COVID crisis is exactly how valuable things like digital payment systems are. I mean, look at major companies that provide digital payment solutions right now, like Square and PayPal, and how they're performing, right? That market performance that they're seeing is because of the real need that there are for these sorts of digital payment systems. And what LODE is developing is a digital payment system that is really more built for the people rather than for building, making large corporations lots of money by charging people lots of fees. And so I'm excited to see that really brought to fruition at a time that people need it. And it just so happens that at the same time that that's being delivered, we're seeing a surge in the value of silver, which I think is also great, silver and precious metals overall. And so I'm definitely excited for Q4 and what that means for the project and what that means for precious metals too.
Great. Thank you, Dan. And thank you everyone for joining us. I'll be seeing you again in September for the episode of LODE Morning Cafe. If you're new to the project, we highly recommend you heading over to LODE.one to join the community and begin building your honest money portfolio. Thank you and take care.